It's time to charge your worth without feeling guilty. Yeah. So do you struggle to raise your prices? Or do you often get feedback that, hey, I was not expecting this? Or do you just have this desire to level up and still struggle because you know that the transformation you provide is not equal to how much you are charging? By the end of this video, I'm going to make sure that you set to go. Okay? And this is really going to require you to see things in a very different way. So if you are new here, I'm Makhosi of theroyalshaman.com. I'm an abundance activator, ascension expert, and authentic African shaman. I am the secret weapon behind revolutionary soul entrepreneurs, and I help them to create an exceptional business and life using mindset, mindfulness, and metaphysics mastery. I believe that you create an extraordinary life from the inside out, not outside in. Be sure to subscribe and ding that bell if you want to be part of our gang and to be notified of more incredible, valuable videos like this. So let's get back to it. So you struggle to charge your worth or to increase your prices. Maybe it's becoming challenging to close sales, or you at least know that you could be charging more, right? It's a knowing. You know. You know when you're not charging what you should. There's a lot to unpack in this. And actually, maybe I will actually do a free training on this, and maybe even like a program. I don't know. Getting some ideas here, but this is a problem that I see happening a lot, especially for soul-centered entrepreneurs, because we have these amazing gifts and we know that we want to have amazing impact in the world, and we think that we can do that by giving it all away. The problem is no one values free. They don't really experience change when it's free. So we're going to talk through some of the shifts that you need to make in order to start charging what you're worth and also having better transformation, having increased client results because of it. So the first is we have to talk about worth and separate that from your value as a person. There is no dollar amount that we can put on you as a human being. In fact, every human being is playing an incredible role in the unfolding of the universe and has value inherently. You were born valuable. You don't have to do anything. Your existence is value, especially if you are playing full out, if you are bringing forth all of the gifts and characteristics and traits and skills that you were born with. Very few people are doing that, but you get bonus points if that's you, if you are actually self-actualized. Although if you were self-actualized, I don't know if you would be watching this video. I don't know. Maybe you probably would. Anyway, your value and what you charge are not the same thing. So you don't want to be attaching your sense of self-worth to a dollar amount, because anytime someone says, no, that's not for me, which actually doesn't have anything to do with you, you will be crushed. Your feelings will be hurt. And it actually stops you from putting your offer out there more and helping more people. And then it becomes this vicious cycle of you just feeling down about yourself. So separate what you charge, your worth in the economic sense, from your value innately as a human being. They're not the same. The next thing that you have to also understand too is that value or worth, we'll call it worth. Worth is based off of someone's perspective, what they value and what you value. It's all based on perception. So if you are, for example, I'm a shaman, and I would say the majority of people don't even know what a shaman is, and that's okay. But there are a small group of people who find a shaman highly valuable. And actually, I mean, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I mean, toot. Shamans are incredibly valuable, period. But not everyone understands that or appreciates that value. And that's okay because it's not in their value system. So the next thing is you have to go where you are valued most. If you were born into a family that valued academics and you were not someone who valued getting good grades and maybe you were more artistic, you could be brought up thinking that there's something wrong with you, but actually you were just in an environment that didn't value who you were innately. So go where you are valued innately. Life will be much easier. Just associate with people who value who you already are, and you do the same for others. Another thing that you have to do is look at your understanding and your relationship with money, and understand that everything is relative. So even if I say $100, there's a lot of perception around what $100 could even mean. I might value $100 differently than someone like Jeff Bezos, who makes $100 at the drop of a hat. I also could value it differently than someone in 1920. $100 back in 1920 was a whole lot of money, right? And even $100 in like my hometown of Nitro, West Virginia is much different than $100 in New York City, okay? It's all based on perception. You also have to heal your relationship with money. If you grew up hearing stories like money doesn't grow on trees, money's the root of all evil, people with wealth are evil, etc., you are operating from a program that is actually going to keep you from allowing money in. Because no matter what, your ego, the identity aspect of you, wants to protect you from becoming what you perceive as quote unquote bad. So if you perceive having money as bad, well, your subconscious is not going to allow you to have money. And it's also not going to allow you to charge more. So that's something that you need to heal. You have to move through those money blocks in order to be able to charge what you're worth. Another thing that's just a much more simple thing, but a lot of people kind of skip over, especially when they are soulful, purpose-driven, revolutionary entrepreneurs, is sometimes we can skip over the actual transformation that we're providing for people. When you come from a background where you are an employee, which most of us at some point in time have had a job of some sort. And in a job, you're trading your time for money. And so we start to believe that what's valuable is our time. And when you are running your own business, honey, that is not at all what is valuable. What is valuable is that you can create change and transformation in someone's life. It could be how someone feels. Even if you're someone who just makes incredible candles. I love me a good candle. And when I have an incredible candle, I can tell the difference. It makes me feel a certain way. and I want my home to be inviting, and I wanted to create a certain atmosphere in my home. That's what you're selling, not the actual candle. So once you start to apply this to the various aspects of your business, you will actually start to get a better picture of what it is that you should be charging. The next thing is, if you are someone who is a revolutionary soul entrepreneur, meaning you want to create real impact in the world, real transformation in the world, and you actually are coming from your soul, you truly care about people, well, guess what? You have to understand the psychology of the human being. If you really want someone to be able to create change in your life, they have to put skin in the game. They have to put forth effort. You're sitting here and you're watching one of my videos, and I'm so grateful, but I know that the way that you're going to make incredible change in your life is if we actually co-created something together. That's when your life is really going to change. You might get excited, you might get inspired or motivated for a few minutes from a little video. But if I am actually taking you by the hand and supporting you and holding you accountable, and you're actually applying some of the things that I'm guiding you through, well, your entire life is going to change. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, because I've seen my clients do some incredible things, if I might say so myself. So if you truly care about people, you have to present them with the opportunity to invest in themselves, to invest in actually experiencing transformation. And all you're doing is creating the opportunity for that to happen and putting it out there. But it's up to them to take that and apply it. This is the way that you have exceptional impact. Not just by making someone feel good, not by just, hyping them up, but actually presenting them with the opportunity to change their life. And the experience that they have, the actual transformation, is directly proportional to what we'll call it the sacrifice is that they make, the investment in themselves that they make. And again, that's relative. I can literally do the same thing with someone who is at 6 figures in their business, and they could go from maybe 100,000 to 200,000, and that completely transforms their life. And maybe then I'm working with someone who I'm doing literally the same thing with, and they are at 7 figures, and then utilizing that, they go to 10 million. Well, that's also that's a pretty big leap, right? But it can be from the same input that you're making. But it's all relative. It's based on how they perceive what it is that you're doing with them. So I want you to take that to heart, really meditate on that, and start looking at these things in your life. If you got value from this, be sure to like, subscribe, or share. And if you want more, you're ready to explore yourself more, I encourage you to take my free quiz on your level of consciousness. This is going to help you to get clear on where you are in your journey, what your most likely blockages are at that level. And also there's a custom activation that's going to help you elevate and ascend into your next level and break through your plateaus. If you ever have any ideas, drop them in the comments. If you have questions, I'm here to create for all of you, to assist you in leveling up and becoming a revolutionary soul visionary. I will see you soon. Toodles!